Hey everybody, this is the end of 2024. Young people here have just finished their matric. I am starting with them. They just got their results. And so they come from all parts of the Western Cape. So I'm looking forward to chatting to them today because ultimately this is what our education system produces. So I want to hear from them, how they're feeling. Congratulations, guys. How are you feeling?
Thank you.
Come on, I want to give you a big round of applause, man. You guys are superstars. At least the department says you guys have done well. You are part of the, what is it, 87 point something something.
You're the highest.
You are the highest. Since. So tell me, my brother, so how do you feel? How do you feel? What do you think? What did you find? How did you pass well? How are you feeling?
Good day. At this moment, I feel very relieved. At first, I felt, I don't know what to expect. Well, I put in the work, but at this moment, I feel relieved. And I passed good. I passed with good grades, so I'm just waiting on the university.
Lakeisha, did you pass? Are you happy with your marks?
Yes, I did pass, but I'm not so happy with my marks.
Is it?
Yes.
So tell me, Lakeisha, let me speak to some of the other young people here. What did you find hardest this year? What was the toughest subject? She's from Langa.
Yes, I'm from Langa. And the toughest subject that I found was it was maths.
Maths?
And business, yes.
Did you write maths and business? Big up. Just doing it. Just doing it. That's a good story to tell. That's good. So what's 5 plus 5? No, I'm joking. I don't know myself, but anyways. But tell me, to the young people who are here, young boys, apparently the boys did worse than the girls this year. Did you hear that? The girls beat the boys, which is to be expected, I suppose.
Well,
so how did you find your school? Did your school help you in your results, etc.? Did it help you? How would you say you felt about your school?
like from my matric year, what I can speak of is what actually helped me at end of year exams was when government started the bot classes. So they would send tutors from other schools to come and tutor us and to help us. And ever since that happened, my marks have skyrocketed. And that has helped me pass at the end of the year. So I think that was very beneficial.
So that soul support program, did you find it? How did you do?
I found the support program, the board classes, and also in my school there was commitment to autumn classes, winter classes, spring classes, and we even started afternoon classes earlier on this year. And
you know, as BOSA, we actually took some time out, and I know there were some students, they didn't have food during their winter program. And so we had to pay for it and make sure that the school was able to do so. Let me speak to some of the girls here because, you know, they're prettier than you, with respect. with respect. So tell me, what is the hardest thing that you found about getting through school? There seems to be some very good support. There was all of that. But what is the hardest thing you found getting through matric?
I think it's discipline. Honestly, it was my discipline and my commitment to my studies. Otherwise, I will say my school fully supported us, and I feel like even our parents supported us, but it was mainly me. Am I committed to this? Okay. So I feel like that was the most challenging part, is actually sticking to my studies and like that.
Sure. But some of you would have studied through load shedding. Did that help, not help?
Yeah. No, we didn't have actually. No.
You didn't. Now you don't have load shedding. But grade 11, grade 10,
and so on. I wouldn't say I really experienced that, but my biggest challenge, it was that we didn't have autumn school, right? So we had to go in local schools and look for a place to study. And that was a big struggle because some schools, they would tell us, no, you're not from our school, so we really can't help you. We'll have to first contact your principals or whatsoever to make sure that they sent you here. And we were like, they didn't send us. It's us who are eager. It's us who wanted to learn. It's us who wanted to do something about our education. So I think that's where they lacked.
See, girls, they're superstars. Girls, they go back to school, they go get it right. Sometimes boys just drop out, right?
Yeah.
Do you have friends that dropped out?
And we did get a shelter.
Eh?
We did get a shelter.
You got a shelter?
Langa, I want to raise that up.
Oh, yeah, we did get a shelter where they allowed us to go there and have night classes.
Okay. So tell me, for you, what were some of the tough things getting through school? I mean, do you feel the school helped you? Do you feel you are equipped for the future?
Yes, it helped me so much because we would go to cross night at night. There were, in our school there was a security guard who watched us through all the night.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole cross night thing, I'm always scared. I'm a father of a young girl. Yeah. Why are you gonna send your girl to go cross night, you know?
We did face some challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But it was safe.
No,
Okay.
it was definitely
It was
safe.
safe.
I won't even lie.
It
All
helped
right.
us so much.
I'm so glad. Now tell me something, classroom sizes. Let me talk to you a little bit. How big was your classes? How did you find? Yeah?
Honestly, it's as you know, they're not as big because there's like we are a lot like so exactly
Yeah.
like you know the situation
Yeah.
Kuba kubi, because now everyone, it's that time of the year, especially when it comes to like these cross night classes and everything. Everyone's trying to get like education, everyone's trying to learn, and it becomes tough because that's when like everything is just it becomes tough. I'm not gonna even lie, it's not as easy as it might seem sometimes.
So subject-wise, I mean, how many of you took maths?
Like pure maths.
So there's different types of maths. I must remember that. Now, when I was at school, we had standard grade and higher grade maths. We didn't have, like, what is it, business maths, and there's a core. There's maths core, maths literacy. Okay.
Introduced into 3 maths, I think.
Ooh,
Technical. Three types of maths. Technical and pure maths, and then maths lit.
Oh, and maths lit.
Yes.
I think I would have qualified for maths lit myself. So now tell me, more vitally, how many of you took science?
I took technical science.
So you guys took, so the girls took maths and science, the boys, no maths and science, formed against us. Right. And now, any distinctions in the room?
Of course.
Okay, great. That's fantastic to hear. Who passed at 30%? Don't say it. We record it. Let me get back to you. Tell me something. Your school, your safety, the community, how did you find that?
Personally, my school wasn't safe because we weren't allowed to attend at night. My friends, I only attended at Langa and got support from other schools.
And I want to talk to you guys now because we're not going to have a long conversation, but I want to make sure, I want to understand your future. So now you've got your matric results. Now what? What are you going to do? What is the next step? So maybe let me start back with you. What is the next thing that you're going to do? Because the fight that we have in government is to say, well, okay, fine, kids are getting through school. What are they going to do? What are you going to do?
Media. I applied for media and engineering, but I'm still waiting for funding.
So no funding?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know when you were in school, grade 10, whether you would do media and all of that? Did you know that? Or did you just check subjects?
Yeah, I knew that because I started modeling when I was 13.
Started modeling? Oh, that's great. You look, you should model. What are you going to do next? What's your next plan?
Currently, I'm job hunting, because this funding thing also sometimes it's not the best, knowing our current situation with the government. So I'm job hunting so I can secure my own future because realistically speaking, I don't want to be waiting on funding. Then the next thing, I can't get my results because I don't have funding.
Sure.
So realistic, speaking and seeing how I'm going to have to I have to just pull up my socks and stand on my own 2 feet because it's tough out here.
Sure.
Especially coming from the townships and knowing we don't have the best facilities and everything, so on. So yeah.
Which school did you go to?
I went to Google to St. Francis.
Okay.
Yeah.
For you, what are you going to do?
I wanted to study. I applied. I was responding in 2 schools. So I'm waiting for other schools to respond for the course that I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So higher education.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you get the marks to qualify? Because they talk about bachelor's passes.
Yeah, I did get the marks.
You get a bachelor's pass?
Yeah.
Congratulations. You were part of the 47%. Not the 52. Only 47% of students actually got a bachelor's pass. 52% got a national senior certificate or a combination of those with national senior certificates. So that's tricky. What are you going to do?
I'm going to study civil engineering.
Okay.
And if it's not that, either architect, it's because I do have a history with the subjects. I attended a technical school
Wow.
in Pinelands. Yes. So, and it's quite a safe space for me because I do have some knowledge about what I want. So, yeah.
All right. Super.
I'm waiting on answers from universities. Hopefully, a university in Cape Town.
UCT.
No, I would like actually Stabilise, but obviously UCT is my number one.
I studied with vets and UJ, so we look down on people from UCT.
You lie. You have nothing on them. Sorry. You lie. No, Wits is my
I'm
third
joking.
one.
Also, is Vets your third one?
Yeah.
Vets is the University of Champions.
I wouldn't like to leave Cape Town, I won't lie.
Okay.
But if I have to, I would definitely leave. Definitely, I would leave. But I would like to study medicine.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, cool. You got the marks for it.
Yes, but you don't get in if you have at least minimum requirement. They want more than that. So hopefully I'm one of.
Did you know when you were in writing matric what marks you'd need to get to be able to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I haven't applied yet, but this year I want to do life sciences. I've never done it. Then I'll apply for nursing next year.
You want to do nursing? We need more nurses, man. Our nurses are so good in this country, they're being poached all over the world. You know, that's the truth. Because our nurses see so many cases, they have such high caseload. What are you going to do?
I wanna go for courses for a traffic cop.
Okay.
That's what I wanna become.
But they say, but that's because you want chicken ligging. No, I'm joking. It's an important profession. Right?
It's either a traffic cop or law enforcement.
What made you want to do that? Did you have people in the family?
Yes.
What made you? Okay.
My cousin went to Chrysalis
Yes.
to go, he went so that he can come in the law.
Oh, yeah.
So I said I also want to go there so that I can also
Power.
have experience of what it's like.
Yeah, I'll be on the lookout. When I drive, I'm always careful of law enforcement agencies. You?
I have applied at a few universities to study teaching and social work.
But teachers don't make money, man.
I know, and yesterday I actually spoke to one of my teachers and I asked, Miss, how much do you guys pay? She told me, William, you will never ever be rich, but you will be able to live a comfortable life. So yeah, and I have a passion for it. I have a passion for it.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, I still think that we need to reward our teachers better, right? Because we need to get because if our teachers are not well rewarded, you guys sitting here in this place, you're not going to study teaching. You'll go do other things.
Yes.
Sometimes, and I'm not, teachers matter. The people who have influenced our lives the most are your teachers. My brother, what are you going to do? What's your grand plan?
Regarding my results, I'm quite optimistic about the future. But however, universities have sent the final offer for me to study. But my main concern right now is the funding from NSFAS.
Funding.
From NSFAS, yeah.
It's a crisis.
It's a crisis.
It is a crisis. How many of you got money to go to university? It's hard, right? It's hard.
And also,
well, yeah.
my other fear is the economic capacity of the country. So I may even study and not get a job at the end of the day. So,
how many of you fear having a degree but being unemployed? All of you? How many of you, I'll tell you another interesting thing. 90% of the people who are unemployed only have a matric or less than that. So at least your chances of improving employment get better when you find a job, or get better when you study further. Yeah. But it doesn't mean that there's a guarantee. It is a fear, and I think that's something that we need to fight for as a country, right? What's up, my brother? What you want to do?
Well, back to the last question. The goals that I've set forward has been derailed by so much. I think that from my school, from everyone that applied for funding, I was one of the first people to be approved before the year started. And I think that I applied to universities, mainly UWC, to study. And I think that when I got there, because I haven't gotten any response from them, and I think that I went there and they told me that there's not even a trace of my application on their system.
Really?
When I've applied the previous year, and that derailed everything. I think that I was so heartbroken and overwhelmed with emotion during that time because this is something that I really wanted to do. And I think that the thing that I applied for was IT as well and educational and sports sciences to help the youth, especially with the sports where I come from, because sports is like the main thing that keeps children from the streets. I think that our gym owner would always say, sports keep kids out of courts. I think that that was a way of saying that sports is a safe place. But yes.
So I'm gonna. You guys know how to do shout outs, right? You know, like when you phone in on radio, I want to send a shout out to my. It's not Valentine's Day, but here's what I'd like you to do. Here's what I'm gonna ask you to do. I'm gonna give you all at least 10, 15 seconds. I want you to give you a shout out to one of your best teachers and tell them why they were so great. And then I want you to make one request that you'd want the government to do. Got it? You got it?
Yes.
Everybody?
Yeah.
But we're going to go with speed, ne? Okay. But who's ready? You don't have to follow. You're ready. Go.
Well, I want to give a shout out to Ms. Darvel from LCSI. That was one of the best teachers on that school, and I think everybody from LCSI could agree.
Sure.
I think that she would always help us. I think that there were times when kids didn't even have taxi fare home, and she would use of her own personal money to help others as well, even if it came to a bus ticket as well. And I think that is the dedication that I expect from other teachers as well. So she is my role model and somebody I can look up to.
What do you want the education department to do?
I think that they should provide higher salaries for teachers. I think that teachers are praised in other countries and your teachers are downgraded. I think that the teachers get neglected.
Sure. Okay, you've used your 15 plus seconds. He's stolen them from you. Have a go. Shout out.
I want to say shout out to Mr. Mde from Islimela High School. He taught me business studies. One thing I adore about him as a teacher is he always pushes learners to achieve their maximum potential. So he makes you realize that you can do your best. And one of the reasons I passed matric quite well, it is because of him, because he always motivated me, and I ended up realizing that I can do even further than I was currently performing at that time. Sure. So actually it's the same thing. The education department should pay our teachers even more. They do a lot of work, and they influence our lives.
Wow.
So much.
What's up, bro? The boys have spoken. I want boys who stay in school. That's my shout out. Yeah?
I just want to.
And girls who stay in school, because girls sometimes fall pregnant and then they don't. Is it true? Is it true? Girls fall pregnant and then they don't. Wait. Exactly. Yeah. Let's go. Give a shout out.
I just want to send a shout out to Ms. Veneries Kluter. She was my cat teacher at John Ramsey High School. She was a great teacher, great leader, great mindset, great everything. But what I want the education department to do is provide teachers with mental health, something, a network or something. Sometimes they go through a lot, and the education department expects teachers to just work, and they just expect them to do a lot, but provide them with mental health network or something. Thank you.
Wow. Have a go.
Oh, that one or my teacher one?
Both.
Oh, okay. So, my favorite teacher is Mrs. Kippers from Meridian Pinehurst. She's the best teacher ever. I went to that school in grade 11, and I felt like I couldn't fit in because I was already old and stuff. Yeah. But she really taught me that you're not here to make friends. You're here to finish your school career and make sure you do your best. And I felt like she motivated me so much. And my message to the Minister of Education is to stop taking our 10%. I don't understand. They keep decreasing our marks for some reason. I don't understand that, but apparently it happens every year, and I don't get it. So can you please stop taking our marks from us?
Oh, okay.
Yes. And then the transport one. I feel like private schools don't really cater to kids that aren't in the upper class. As much as we afford to be in that environment, we don't really have the facilities to actually abstain that whole thing, that that lifestyle.
That lifestyle.
So in my school,
the last phone, the latest iPad,
exactly.
All of the technology.
So in my school, I feel like they didn't provide transport for people that didn't live in that area. So I lived so far from my school. It was in Durbanville, and then I had so many issues with transport. But then I still had to go to school every day. Sure. So I feel like they need to provide
Power,
such.
girl. Proud of you for sticking it out.
Thank you.
Yeah. I myself, I had problems with transportation, so I would highlight that one. But do I have a favorite teacher? No. Yeah.
That's okay.
No, but I do believe that they do need some more salary or whatsoever, he said. Yeah, and yeah, I'd like to.
Classroom sizes?
They are small, pretty small.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't breathe.
You mean the size of the classroom is crowded, so you can't breathe? Yeah, so I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Chichi from Isilimela High School. That mem encourages us from studying so hard. So, yeah.
And what do you want the department to do?
I don't know.
All right, that's cool. Hand over to the people who are hustling at the back.
Literally. To me, I don't really have a favorite teacher. Like, shout out to all my teachers because they were like all there for all of us. Like, even like as individual students, they like supported us. What I would like the Minister of Education to do is actually like be involved in those schools, because they just send out funding and they don't know where the funding goes. They don't see where it goes, because they would give it to the school, but does the school really make sure the environment is like safe enough, or like are they using the funding properly?
Okay.
Yeah. So because because you send out the funding, but we still be complaining. So what's really happening? Because why we wouldn't complain if things were actually being done?
Sure.
So yeah.
To our model over there.
Shout out to Miss Watts. She's been the best and been supportive to me, because last year was my toughest year because I lost my mom. She would give me support, and I feel like the government should really raise the teachers' income, because they deal with a lot. Children, they have problems at home. They have to be social workers because there's no social worker at the school. Yeah.
Do you think life orientations stay?
No, I don't.
No.
No.
Just say something. I feel, with regards to life orientation, I feel like it's a waste of time teaching that subject, because I don't learn anything there. I mean, like back in the day when I was grade 5, grade 6, then I used to learn a lot. But now it's like this. It's not informative. It's not. I don't. Yeah.
To the class of 2024, one, I am super proud of the young people who are here. And I want to congratulate you for sticking it out. I think if I'm walking away with anything out of this conversation, anyways, is that it's important that we let young people stay in school to finish school. I think we can't accept the high levels of dropouts that we're seeing, and we can't track where those young people are. Secondly, I think that it's going to be important to help young people think hard about what streams they want to go into so that they're well prepared for that. I think for the young people who are here, all of them have spoken so eloquently about the need for teacher support, whether it's mental well-being or whether it's proper remuneration. These things are important because at the end of the day, the first infrastructure the school has is a dedicated educator. And once you've got a dedicated educator, I've seen some passionate teachers teach in the most difficult circumstances where schools are broken, but they persevere. And then I certainly, when I met with National Student Financial Aid Scheme last year in Parliament, I want to call them back forward, because these are the young people who have shown they've got bachelor passes, but they themselves are struggling to get funding. It's unacceptable. We need to fight a better fight to make sure young people can get there. I'm glad none of these passed at 30%, and I would hope that no child in this country has to be deemed proficient at 30%. We can make sure more young people are passing at 50, because if these young people prove anything, is that regardless of which community they can come from, they can achieve. So I'm super proud of these guys. I'm super proud of the over 700,000 young people who sat through their exams. Let's make sure we can do better. As a country, if we educate, we can change the future of our country. Thank you so much, and God bless. Thank you guys.